Hi there. In our previous video, we used connectors to create a macro that allows front teammates to process a refund for a customer in Stripe. One of the issues, however, is that the Stripe API only returns 10 customers at a time through its API by default, with a maximum of 100 if you adjust the limit parameter. Front is on the cusp of launching a pagination feature in connectors, but if you have hundreds or thousands of customers, looking through every page won't help you much. The real solution here is filtering the list of customers by email. If you take a gander at the Stripe API docs, you'll note that the customer's endpoint provides an email parameter that you can use to trim the customer list down. In this way, we can prompt teammates to search for the customer email address they want to refund, or extract it automatically from the conversation. Let's make these changes in the developer app by heading back to your settings, clicking Company, and then Developers. Find the developer app where you saved your Stripe connectors and then click into the List All Customers app request. Here we'll add an input called email and provide a test value that matches the email of one of the existing customers in your Stripe sandbox. We will be searching for our favorite coffee-loving FBI agent, Dale Cooper. Once you've got the input set up, click Done and then go into the request node. Here we'll add the email input as a query string parameter as specified in the Stripe API docs. Type in email equals and then add in your new input variable. Run a test to see the new response limited to the customers that match the supplied test email address. By expanding the list, you'll note there is now only one customer being returned. This looks like our friend Dale Cooper. Click Done and then go into the Return Data node to test it. Here we just need to click Preview to make sure everything is working as expected. When we view our list of customers, we see that only Dale is returned. Click Done and save your app request. Now it's time to make updates to the macro. Return to the workspace settings where your macro is saved and navigate the menus to find your macro. In your macros flow builder, add a new teammate input capture node at the start of the workflow. Create a prompt for collecting the customer email address from the teammate executing the macro. This allows us to provide a value for the new input we created for our connector in the previous step. Click Done. Next, find the Collect Teammate Answers node that selects which customer to refund. Click into the prompt, and you'll note that Request now includes your new email input. Set this field to the dynamic variable representing the email address that your teammates have supplied as an answer. Save your macro and you're all done. When you return to your inbox, you'll be able to test the changes. Clicking your macro now prompts you for an email address to filter the customer list. You are now only shown the customers matching the email address supplied, allowing you to apply refunds effectively from your large customer base. The rest of the macro works in exactly the same way as shown in the original video. An alternative to asking your teammates to supply an email address is to extract the value automatically from the conversation. If you prefer this approach, return to your settings and open your macro. Create a new dynamic variable to extract the relevant email from the conversation. For example, we can extract the email address of the sender of the latest message. This email address would represent the customer who is writing in requesting a refund. Find the sender option in the menu, and then add a step to identify their email. This will give you the value you need, automatically extracted from the conversation. Name the variable something descriptive, as always. And then click Save. And then Done. Now find the node where teammates select the customer to refund. Click into the prompt and replace the teammate answer variable with the sender's email address that is automatically extracted from the conversation. If you're taking this approach, you can also delete the teammate input capture node asking them to specify an email address. Again, this is just an alternative approach you can choose to employ. It's up to you to decide whether asking your teammates for the customer's email address or automatically extracting it from the latest message is most effective. We hope you enjoyed this video and found the tips and tricks within useful to your work. Bye for now.